So when discussing modeling, the mechanical part is probably the most sensitive one. For example, look at this part right here. We have a beam over here, and then all of these are placed on top of the beam. Therefore, all of this part needs to be highlighted and then assessed later on. So we create this to highlight this part and make a comment and name it checking for. Alright, then I'll select this, and then let's go over here, and from the subject section I'll put this under the review clash. So there are a couple of these areas where we have critical clashes. I can select these, for example, and then go up here and then highlight it. Alright, then just lower the transparency a bit so that it just makes it a bit bolder, and then we can see it a bit easier when reviewing. Alright, and now we can have this as a reminder that this part is more critical. So we'll do this again if we see any other critical areas. So this part seems fine, the beam's right here. So all of the areas of the plan need to be assessed, like this one right here. We have a beam, and then because of this we have a critical area. So I'll select this and then highlight it. Alright, and then I'll name it checking 5. After that we'll go to this section up here, and from the subject I'll put it under review clash. Now from this part I can select the add to tool chest option and put this under each of these sections that I want. For example, I'll go to my tools now, which is a category that I created myself, but because you don't actually know about it yet, I'll explain it. I go over here on the left menu and select this tool that says tool chest. Alright, then I'll close all of these folders, and from the tool chest option itself I'll select the manage tool sets, then I'll select the add option, and then I'll name this one mechanical review, and then I will be giving it a destination path. Or let's just go back, we can do another thing as well. So we don't have an already existing destination, so we'll have to create a new one. So I'll check the show in all profiles option, which gives you the option of creating a profile over here. But for now we'll browse for the destination, which will be the default destination that's put in. Save it and then check it from the menu as well, and then hit OK. And now you can see it's been added under the tool chest menu. Now I can select the highlighted part, and from the tool chest put it under the mechanical review category. Now this one will be used for the critical points, and then for this one right here we'll select this and put it under this group. Alright, now if you double click on this, it gives you the view of the highlighting section, and it gives you the exact view that you can see of it in the plan itself. So now that we can speed up the process a bit, I can go over here, and if you take a look, we have actually a critical clash right here, because we have an Iranian toilet type, and when you have this you have a couple of limitations for the structure around it. Now I'll go over here and select the distance option from the menu, and I'll just measure the distance from the center of this to this wall right here. Alright, hit cancel on this, and then I'll change the units of this to meters, because the wall over here is about 10 centimeters. So I'll select the calibrate option and hit OK, and put in a dimension right here. Now we'll see how long this part is. I'll put the unit on centimeters and then put this on 10 and then hit OK. Using this option, it automatically fixes up the ratio. Now if I test it, I can get the same 10 centimeters. We'll measure this from the center of the toilet to the finishing, and let's see, we have 46.19, which is okay. And then if we measure this width-wise, it's 35.62, which is also fine. Now I'll select these two and then go over to the properties. Right here, go to this menu and then put the text size on 5 for now. And then let's see if it looks alright. Put in 6. Alright, let's just go back to the same 5. After that, and then I'll put the view of the start and the end on 25% each. Then I'll just reduce its size. Same over here as well. And then put these on 25%. After that, put the width on 0.1. Alright, select this one and put this one on 0.1 as well. So in these types of toilets, we have a certain rule, which is if you look from the middle of the pipe all the way to the finishing of the architectural wall, the lateral side, meaning this side and this side, need to be about 45, and then behind this area needs to be 35. Now the rule has been followed here, but about half of the toilet goes on top of the beam. So the placement of this should be changed and the clash should be managed somehow, meaning we found the critical point right here. So from the menu, I'll select the highlighting shape and put it in the plan right here. Alright, so this one's going to be checking number, let's see, we already have about 6, so this one's going to be checking 7. Alright, and then all of the plans should be processed and checked like this so we can get rid of the clashes. Now I'm going to go over the rest of the plan to find out a couple more of the critical points and highlight them. Alright, so I've highlighted the clashes, and if we actually go to the mechanical review that we created, we can go over here and select the manage option. Then select this from the menu and hit modify, and then change the naming of this to mechanical review. Alright, then hit OK and then OK again. Now I can open up the menu and click on the legend option and then select the new legend. Then go over here and click on this point. Now the legend tells us that we have 5 of these clashes and 5 of these. Now this can list all of our clashes and problems so we can see them. Now I can do another thing as well, which is going over here and selecting the PDF summary option, which opens up a menu through which we can select what kind of options will be applied to the plan that we're working on. For example, we have the subject, page label, and then comments, which I can uncheck, and uncheck this one as well. Keep the dates, but get rid of the status, and the color, and the layer, and the space as well. Alright, after that, we'll go over to the filter sorting tab, and this looks fine, so go over to the output. Here we can select the destination and then hit OK. And now like this, we can get a list of all of the points that we've highlighted and specified. Now this can be extremely useful to us. And if I actually go up here, I can see the list here as well. Now if we send this to the contractor or the company that we're working with, they'll know exactly what types of issues we're dealing with in the plan here. And the type of issues are specified as well. Now I can close this and then save the file up to this point. And in order to do this as easy as possible, I'll just make a PDF of it and then go over to the columns tab and then uncheck all of these boxes here. Leave these two on, and then we'll go over to the filter and sort tab. Then we'll go over to the filter and sort tab, and from the subject menu select the review clash that we've created and unchecked all of the other boxes in order to do this as fast as possible. Then in the Output tab, put the format on PDF and check this box to add the hyperlink to the PDF. Then we have the title, which we can change to Level 1 Review, and then put in the date as well, and then get rid of the rest of it. Alright, then we'll check the box that says append date to title. Be sure to check this box each time. After that, we have the template that we can choose, but since we haven't added anything, we'll just leave this for now. And then let's go down here and open up the options to see what we have. So the page size is going to be A4. Let's see what this box does. Alright, uncheck the both of them and then hit OK. After that, I'll hit Save Config. Now this is the path that we'll be saving the file in, and I'll change the name to Review Setup. Alright, so after that, we'll hit OK to close this, and then we'll wait for the process to finish up. Now the number of this has decreased from about 500 to 11, so the process can be done much quicker. So now, because we've checked the box that had the hyperlink option, the hyperlinks have been added on the icon of each clash, and if you actually click on it, you'll be directed to the exact clash point in the plan. This makes our job much easier.